there, welcome to our CRIC student live session. So we're here in the Science Center, and I'm Sabine, this is Michelle,
Hiya.
and this is Raf.
Hello, good morning.
So, it is morning. So, if you have any questions for us about the college or Cambridge or anything, then you can put them in the comments of our live event, like on the side. There's a comment thing. Yeah.
You can write different questions.
Yes, we'll answer your questions.
Exactly, very cool. Yeah, we're waiting for.
So, I'll introduce myself first. My name is Sabine, and I just finished my foundation year, and I'm taking illustration and animation. So, I'm also from the Philippines, so I'm from the Southeast Asia area. I went through the whole visa application process thing, and I currently live in Student Castle for student accommodation, and it's really nice here, and it's really nice here. It was really easy for me to adjust because of all the support I got from CRIC and the agency that helped me apply, and generally I am very happy to be here.
And the weather is great.
The weather is great
Weather is
today.
great lately.
No, it's not. I'm joking.
Huh? It's been sunny.
Yeah, it's been sunny.
Yeah. Really good.
Yeah,
It's been
warm.
good.
Really cool. So, would like to start, mademoiselle?
Yeah, sure. Hi, my name is Michelle. I'm from Venezuela. I'm on my final year of business economics. I came here 4 years ago. I did my foundation with CRIC, and they helped me to progress to what now is my degree in business economics. It was a great experience. I got a lot of support. I didn't work through an agent, but I worked directly with the college, which was very helpful because I got to know all the staff before coming here. So when I come here, it was just nice to put a face into the name I was getting all these emails from. So it was a really nice experience. I had a lot of support, and likewise, really happy to be here now. It has been a great experience.
Yeah, hello everyone, my name is Rafael, I'm Brazilian and South America as well.
Okay.
And fun enough, we are studying economics as well, so I'm getting graduated in economics. And I realized that I love economics. I applied to CRIC, and I just finished my first year with them. And yeah, it's been amazing. And when you see the difference between the students that they got all support from CRIC and the lectures, look at the learning the tricks and the tips, everything, and then you see the difference when they transition to ARU. You see they actually can get the edge, and that's why I'm so happy to be here. I think we should start now. Yeah, or do we have to say anything else?
Shall we?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ready?
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. There's any question, by the
Let's
way?
do this.
There's any questions?
No questions yet. Sabine is gonna read some questions that we already got prepared. We received them from you guys. On the meantime, I'll be checking my phone, so I'm not being rude. Just checking if you guys are sending any questions in.
Okay. So, first question to you, Michelle. How did CRIC help you prepare for your undergraduate course?
It was an all-round experience. It helped me a lot academically because from where I come from, we don't do A levels or anything like this. Well, everyone else, when I progressed to my first year, has done A levels. So they help you with all the basics, all the fundamentals, so you can actually succeed on your degree. So I had basic accounting classes, I had basic economic classes, and they helped me out also on my English ability. So they helped me with my presentations, how to write essays on the UK format, which is a bit different, the referencing. So there was a massive help academically. You create a great bond with your lecturers when you're in CRIC on your foundation. It's really close because the classes are very small and everyone is on the same boat, so it feels very friendly. So it's easy to learn that way, but also because you're inside the university, so your foundation classes or your pre-masters are going to be on the university, you'll get to know the facilities a lot more. So when you're on your first year, you don't feel as lost. So the support was on that side, but also on how to live in Cambridge. They help you out to find accommodation, where to go, and so it was an all-round support. It was very complete.
Yeah, and I think that the essay thing, because I think Brazil and Venezuela is quite similar. The education system is they don't teach you how to write a proper essay, English and using all the referencing. I didn't learn this. I started to learn this when I went to uni in Brazil, and it's a completely new and different system. And when you come over here, you need to adapt yourself to that. And yeah, it's been great. Like you get all the hints and tips to prepare yourself during this transition and to be with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and from my standpoint, since CRIC is directly related to ARU, when I was doing my classes, my tutor would always tell us stuff like, we're directly progressing to an arts course, and they tell us, oh no, that tutor isn't going to like that thing, you should change that. So they know everything about what you're going to be expected to do in ARU, and in the CRIC classes, they directly prepare you for that kind of stuff, which I think is good.
Yeah, and it's very tailored to your course. So for Raf and me, it has been about not only knowing how to succeed, but also knowing very much the why you do things. So we get explained economics to the core, which is very helpful. But then you doing arts, you get help doing your portfolio and everything, right?
Yeah, in my arts course, for the second creative workshops module, basically the entire thing is supposed to serve as your portfolio for the first year. So you learn what these people would be looking for, you learn all the art fundamentals, and you also learn how to do a self-initiated project, which is what most of the arts course is. So it was really helpful doing that module. So yeah.
Good question. Sure.
Yep. Still not questions in, so I think we can keep going with that one.
Okay. We have a question. We have a question.
The password's not working then.
Miss Chapel. Where's the question? Good.
Well, I can still get in. Do you know the password?
I don't know the password.
You know the password again.
Sure.
Again, we'll keep going with that one, and then I'll figure out the password, people, I promise. Yeah.
Okay, so the next question for us is, how did CRIC support you when you arrived? So none of us are native to Cambridge. So I'll start. So when I arrived in Cambridge, CRIC really helped by sending like information about the events that were happening here, or like things that I could do when I arrived. I know that it's not natural for people to check their emails, but it's really good. It's really helpful if you check the email because they send you all of these events about their sports events or welcome events.
That's important, guys. Check emails.
City tours that are conducted by the ARU students, and I found that very helpful because I had no idea what I was doing in Cambridge when I arrived. And if you haven't been to Cambridge or England before, it can be a bit confusing if you don't know anyone. Even like when you go to registration, I made a friend just by going to registration and saying hello. So it's really helpful to just be aware of what's going on and go to the events that CRIC is like marketing, not really marketing, more of like encouraging you to go to.
Advertising.
Yeah, and then even before arriving, they tell you all of this stuff that's going to happen. Like, we have a welcome event for new students, or here you can check out this student blog about the campus and things like that. Even before arriving, CRIC was like preparing me to arrive, so I think that's really helpful. And on top of that, CRIC has a really helpful accommodation service. So, yeah, they really help you with finding accommodation with the partners that they have. So when I arrived, it was a really smooth process of, you already have the accommodation, all you have to do is sign the contract, and then you can go upstairs and then start unpacking all of your things.
Yeah, I think that's something that's very characteristic of CRIC. You get support even like as soon as you start applying, all the team is with you and they're helping you with the visa, with how to move, all the papers that you need to bring. They check that you got your flights, if you got transport. So there's massive support before getting here, and once you get here, they support you throughout all your academic journey, which is very, very helpful. I finally got the questions, so sorry about that. We got one question from Arif. Hi, Arif. Are you offering any master's programs? We offer something that's called a pre-master's, which is sort of the equivalent to a foundation and a master level, and it's going to help you to level up so you can then gain entry to Anglia Ruskin. You have some of the same modules we spoke. It's going to help you with your English skills, with your essay, but it also has more tailored modules for your any master that you want to do. So we do have it. We also have a really good webpage. If you go to CRIC and then you check for the master, we can see all the masters that we have available and the entry requirements.
And just a note, I had a friend a couple days ago. He texted me and said, "Oh man, I'm bored. I don't know what to do. I don't have anything to do." I'm like, "I haven't checked your email, like because there's a lot of things going on." And he was like, "What do you mean?" So I told him, "Look, I'm always busy. Always something going on. Haven't checked your email because they're always saying email. Go to web page and see what's going on." And he was like, "Oh man, can you help me with that?" I'm like, "Wow, I can, but you just check your email." Yeah, he was like, "Oh, because you're always busy doing stuff." I said, "Yes, because I check my emails."
You get so many emails from CRIC, and I know it's like, whenever you get an email, you're like, okay, I'm gonna ignore it. But then like, these are like really fun events, like volleyball. They have usual volleyball and sports events. I think they had Rounders a few weeks ago, and then in the events,
There's
you
a
guys
pizza
always
day.
buy, you always buy free pizza, and I love that because it's
Free pizza, a lot of free pizza.
free.
Yeah.
If you're a vegetarian or like a meat lover, you got pizza there, and then just embrace your pizza and have fun and meet people, and that's very cool. So should we?
We got another question from Umesh. We are actually going to answer this question anyway, but he's asking for any advice for incoming freshmen.
Oh yes, we have advice for incoming freshmen. First of all, as we were talking about, like there's a lot of activities going on here. So it's like you're gonna see that in the first week when you arrive, because there's gonna be like many places you can go, many people can meet. Like there's a lot of things going on, and you can get a little bit lost because of that. So I think my advice would be to try to be focused, because even after the first week, you can join the societies, you can join the sports clubs, you can join other things. So you can, if you want to, you're gonna be very busy here. But don't forget where you're coming. The reason why you're coming here to get your degree. You want to come here to get your good marks, good grades. So try to keep focus. I have personally had friends that they struggle with that. They start to party too much, and then we start to see like a not great marks coming over. They're like, "Oh man, like what they done?" So I would say try to keep focused. But come on, you're a student. There's an amazing time in your life. You got the right to enjoy, but just be mindful about that, and have fun, because it's amazing to be here. And then just participate in things like join groups, be sociable, go around and meet people, and try to be around with CRIC and ARU as well. They offer you, as we just said, a lot of activities, and be out and about.
The process is like, it's never good to go to extremes, but it's really good to meet people on your freshers week. You're gonna meet so many people, and what's really cool about ARU is that it's very international. So now that I'm finishing my degree, I have friends all over the world, and now it's just about like, oh, I'm gonna go to France, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna just visit all your friends, because you meet so many people and they come from so much different backgrounds, and you get to learn so much about them and so much about like the world that you don't know. So Freshers Week is a great opportunity to make friends outside your classes, meet people that is in another faculties, and just get to know people, because ARU is full of amazing and so many interesting people.
And another advice for freshmen. So it's like there's no way you're gonna graduate by yourself. You're gonna graduate with good marks by yourself. You need to make friends, and you need to get groups, and like you're gonna work together with a bunch of friends. So make friends. You're gonna help each other, and your life, like academically, gonna be much easier, because you're gonna be supporting each other. If you don't understand something, probably your friend gonna be able to help you with that. And so make friends and have fun.
Yes. Definitely put yourself out there. I'm a kind of shy person, but I think it really helps to make friends in your accommodation. If you have like flatmates or sharing a kitchen, you should definitely say hi to those people. I think I didn't really say hi to them because I was on a call with my friend, and then there were these people in the kitchen, and then my friend was like, "You should say hi to your friends in the kitchen," and it was on speaker, so they heard me, and I was just like, "Hi." But make friends with people in your accommodation. Make friends with people even on registration day. Everyone is going to be waiting at the registration, so just talk to someone. Make friends in your class. That's the most useful, because you need to know what you're doing, and if you have someone to ask or to ask for help, then the better.
Exactly. I lost so many times, like I missed something, I didn't understand something. There's a thing I didn't get it, so the professor, the teacher gave, and then I asked my friends, can you help me with this? Can you explain this? You know, and that's the thing. And of course, I helped them as well, and that's how the thing. I think making friends here is like one of important tips.
Yeah, that's true.
And then the last thing I'd say is never leave anything until the last minute.
Yes.
Yes, that's
Never
the first
leave it
advice.
last minute. Please don't do this.
When I came here, I asked a friend who was taking her master's, I asked, what's the best advice you can give me for uni? Never leave anything until the last minute because it will all pile up. Even though you only have to pass it like a project or an essay at the end, you should at least be planning when you get the thing. So don't procrastinate, don't let everything pile up. Just schedule your time.
Honestly, you know that anxiety that people feel about like when it's getting close to deadline. I feel that like 2 months before, like even 3 months before. So on the day one, when you go inside to the first lecture, ask the professor, the teacher, what's going to be the assignments for this semester? What can I get started? Because I start to think about the cover and get everything sorted. Because towards the end, you don't have only one assignment to get done. You get like so many things, presentation, assignments, and then gonna be so many things going on. And if you're not prepared, you're gonna have a very hard time. I had a friend of mine. He went to save one of his assignments. He's been like until 4 a.m. like 1 day before the deadline. He was until 4 a.m. writing his assignment. He went to save and he lost everything.
Oh.
He was, swear, he was crying. He was crying.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, I don't know what to do.
Oh, that's just part of the student life. But yeah, just get prepared. You got loads of support. Whatever you need, your lecturers are there. The office is there. The people in the office is super friendly. So yeah, just get organized, and there's always support. It's not a horror story. There's always something. I'm just gonna answer this quick question from Arif. He's asking if there's any type of scholarship for international students. I'm not sure if we are qualified to answer this. I'm not sure. However, go to the CRIC webpage. You're gonna find all the information there. There's also, you can give us a quick call. So you're gonna find the numbers there. Give a call to the office. They're more than happy to help you. You can call admissions to student services, and I'm sure they'll help you and give you the appropriate answer.
Okay.
So shall we jump to that one and then come back into the
Alright.
questions?
So the third question is, what are the CRIC classes like?
Okay.
Yes.
So different from Brazil, that we have like a 5 hours lectures, 6 hours lectures. We are used to this and reading the book, and the professor point on the book and point on the board, point out the book. So it's a different system. Here they expect you to think by yourself. So we're gonna go to the lecture, and they're gonna say, okay, so you need to do this and this and this and this. The project is this and this and this. Revoir. Go there, do your research, learn. They're doing this because they want you to learn by yourself, think by yourself, and be able to gather information when you have to. Because when you leave the university, you're not going to have your professor, your teacher, by your side telling you what you have to do. You have to do by yourself. And so that's why they do this. So what I'm trying to say is a different system. And then we have to be prepared and understand why is different. And honestly, I love this. I really like the way they do this because they teach you how to be independent.
I think something that helped me out a lot to know when I came here is that the classes are really small, and there are a lot of international people, and then there's also British people, so there's a good mixture of students, and we're all learning from each other. The support from the lecturers are really great. Like, I would always go after class and be like, can you explain this again? Can you help me out? And they would always with a smile on be like, yes, we can go through this again. Yes, I can meet you again. I can check your essay. It's really nice. It's really small classes. So that takes away a bit of the pressure when you don't have to talk in front of 100 people. It's just 10 people or 20 people that at the end become your friends. So it becomes very natural.
From my experience, since I'm taking arts classes, I know that in the Philippines, the classes can be like a full day, 7 to maybe 4 or 5, and then you spend the whole day there. The classes are like 5 hours long. There are some long classes, like for example, we have a class that lasts about 4 hours, but after that, generally, you have the rest of the day free. And that's great for me as an art student because that's the time that I actually get to start working on projects,
Yeah.
practicing, things like that. The self-study aspect is very important. I'd say that what usually happens in CRIC classes is you get the information, and then it's very well presented and it's very straightforward. It doesn't I don't feel like it's too redundant. So you get the information, and then this information you apply to the assignments, and the assignments, they're very good at reminding you that you have assignments, so you're not going to forget if you're paying attention in class. So yeah, you have like usually about 14, 15 hours of class per week. So usually you have like only 4 days where you have classes, and the rest of that, yes, you have to study, which is important, but also you have a lot of time as well to relax and sleep. If you're scheduling your things right, you can also do part-time work.
Time management.
Yeah, you can party, which is a fun thing to do in Cambridge. And yeah, there's a good balance between, I think, free time and going to class and also self-studying.
Yeah, definitely. We got one question from Umesh. Is there any hostel facilities? There are many hostel facilities in Cambridge. However, if you're planning to do that throughout your university, it's going to be a bit expensive.
Yes.
So the university and CRIC does offer great accommodation services. They help you book out your accommodation. Then we have all-stay university accommodation at the beginning. It's a cheaper option, and it's also great to make friends. You get to know people. So I would look into accommodation instead of hostel. But yeah, you can find them around if that's what you will like. Yeah.
Okay. So next question.
Oh,
For
yeah.
you, Michelle. How do you budget your money in Cambridge?
Yes, so Cambridge can get a bit expensive if you don't watch your money. So firstly, I guess having your rent, definitely rent payout, take that money out every month, or if you pay in advance. It's always to have that money budgeted in. You can find the prices or estimates in accommodation through the uni website. Cambridge Ruskin International College also has our own accommodation, and we provide it. You can also find online through private lettings, but make sure that you're familiarized with the prices so you know how much money to leave aside for your university time. Also, the food is a big part in Cambridge. A lot of your money is going to go in food. So meal prep, save your money for your food. We have a great video, which I'm in, that you can check in our events page, in which I'll tell you a bit of how to save money while shopping in Cambridge. Yeah, that's some things I do. Yeah, always save a bit of money every month, just to make sure not everything has to go on parties, not everything has to go on Freshers Week. So make sure you're saving a bit of money, and yeah, be very mindful. You don't want to fall into the typical broke student thing. So yeah, be mindful. Watch the video. I want to watch it. Yeah. So those are pretty advice. Yeah.
I think the easiest things to make for meals. I'm not very good at cooking, so I only learned how to cook when I got here. But pasta is easy. You just leave it in the bowl, and it's cheap. You can get like pre-made sauce. Fruits are good to eat. Just eat fruits in general.
Yeah. Your veggies. Get them in.
Yeah. What else? Rice, I find, is you can still find it here. It's not too expensive. My dad actually usually brings me the rice because he lives in Essex. But rice is good. It lasts long. You can cook a lot of it, and all you have to do again is just leave it in the pot, or you can buy a microwavable pot thingy. Generally, it's good if you get those foods that last long, but also you don't mind eating them a lot, like pasta, rice, staple foods. There are a lot of things to do in Cambridge, and the shops are very tempting to buy a lot of things, but yeah, you should prep.
Yeah, just prep your meals.
Yeah.
But if you feel lazy.
You're lazy, though.
If you feel lazy and you don't want to cook, you can eat in the uni here. It's a quite good price there as well.
Yeah, they're relatively cheaper. You can get, there are also the very famous meal deals.
Yeah.
If you fancy it. But I think it's very important just to budget. Just make sure that you have a set amount every month that you're gonna spend not only in food but also in your leisure. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
friends. So how much are you gonna spend to go to the movies with your friends, to go out? Just make sure that you have a set amount for everything. Get familiarized with the prices. That's also very important. So just go around. CRIC does a welcome tour. So they're gonna take you around the city. They're gonna take you punting into the shops. So it's nice on that time just to look around and see what other prices, because they're gonna generally be a bit different from what you're used to back home. So it's good to do that, and it's good to do it with your friends. It's fun. The uni also does some trips to supermarkets. So
Yes.
if you want to go to the big supermarket, you can go with the university. You go all in a bus, go shopping with your friends, and come back. It's a great experience as well. So just try to enjoy everything you do here.
One last thing to add: you get a student ID when you register. You should bring that everywhere. Because and then whenever you pay for something, you have a student discount, and even if it's just 10% or 20%, then it
Can
will
save,
save
yeah.
money. Even if you're going online and you're gonna buy something, they usually have a student discount for this. If you're going to visit, for example, the chapel in King's College,
Yeah.
then that's free. There are some things that are completely free for us because we're students. So just
Bring your student ID.
bring your student ID.
It pays off.
I've got a question.
Question
Oh.
from Umesh. And is there a part-time job facilities for students? Yes, because Cambridge is a student city. Everyone is very tailored to give jobs to students. They work around your hours, so they will be very flexible. So you can always find jobs around. The university has something called the employability program.
Mm-hmm.
You can go there, they'll help you find part-time, but also once you graduate, they advise you with your CVs, with your interview skills. So the university is very aware of jobs and how to prepare you for them. So yeah, it's easy to find them, and it's easy to fit it around your university time.
And there's a placement as well. If the student's gonna do a placement, they've got a service that's like I think the middle of second year, the uni gonna contact you. Like for example, if you're a business student, they're gonna contact you and they're gonna say, look, I've got this list here of employers that are offering internship programs. Would you like to apply to any of them? And some of them are paid, some of them are not. So it really depends. There are big companies there. And it's worth. It's a really good start because most of these guys end up working for those companies. And I would say a device. Yeah, you can try it as well. They got when you do the labs program as well. They offer you some work. You can do some
So
part-time job there.
the
as well.
university also offers some inter-work. So if you would like to work for the business school, sometimes lecturer needs some help with research, there's always opportunities around. They advertise for students. So again, always check your emails because you can get some really good opportunities around that. Another question from Pearl. Is there any international student advisor on visa immigration affairs who can prepare you for a visa interview test that will be coming away very soon? There is advisors, so the university helps you out with your visa. CRIC on your application terms does help you to apply for your visa and gives you your CAS and everything that you would need for that process. However, I don't think we're allowed to do interview tests, but then you might be better off as well checking with admissions. So go to our page, give them a call, email them. They're always on it, so they will be very happy to answer you that. But yeah, there are many advisors. You've done the biggest process, didn't you?
Generally, I got a lot of help from CRIC and the agency that I worked with on visa applications. On the CRIC website, they have a list of the documents that you'll need, and basically they break down the entire visa application thing, like what gives you these points, what documents do I need to prepare, how should I prepare for this. So I would say that while we can't directly go to the visa application and do it for you, we definitely know the ins and outs of it. So if you just call or email and ask for generally what should I prepare, then we can help you with that. I would say that from my personal experience, apply as soon as you get your CAS. So we're gonna start giving out CASs around this end of the month.
The college start giving out.
We
CASs
start
around.
giving out CASs. So
we need to explain what's CAS.
Yes, the CAS is the document that you need to prove that you are a student who is going to study with us, and thus you need it to apply for a
Yeah,
student
that's the
visa.
document you have to apply to get your visa. Otherwise, they don't give a visa if you don't have a CAS, basically.
So, just because the visa can last, like the visa application can last a long time, but you do get a lot of assistance with it, and we're not going to leave you to do it all by yourself without knowing what you're gonna do.
Yeah, they're very supportive.
Yes. Just keep communicating with us, and the admissions team in general will be happy to help you with your visa. So yes.
And I think like about if you're adding something about business, we have to if you're a business student, I would say guys apply to the business school because the labs internship because it's amazing. If you look at like an employability point of view, it's incredible. Like it's really worth it. So if you're gonna be studying business here, you can apply, and yeah, this I would definitely recommend this. It's one of my recommendations for business students.
So, do we have any more questions?
No questions so far. So yeah, I think we can jump back into.
Okay, so we've actually answered this already.
Yeah.
Another question that we got is, what is unique about Cambridge Ruskin International College? So, from my opinion, in general, it's just a really supportive school, and the course that I went to, the foundation year, was very helpful. For one, we have a very diverse international community, as Michelle said. There are people from all around the world, and you're going to find at least one person that you can hang out with. But yeah, everyone is new. There are very few people who come here who actually already live in Cambridge, so everyone is looking to find friends. And you'll learn so many things about different people all across the world. I think that that's a very valuable thing to know, because then you have a lot of connections, and you also get to broaden your viewpoint about the world. Another thing is that the support modules that they have for CRIC, because we're directly tied to Anglia-Ruskin University, we have a direct partnership. The support modules that we have and the foundation year modules are very built for orientation to university. So in high school, while you do get classes that prepare you for different things, these support modules are like a stepping stone directly to university. You get to know all the academic requirements for things like, for example, academic writing, essays, referencing. These are all things that you need to do in university, but if you don't really have anyone to tell you about it, then you're not really gonna know. And yeah, again, the tutors are very supportive as well. Smaller classes, so you get more one-to-one support. And lastly, it's in Cambridge, which is the center of education. There are lots of opportunities here to learn. There are lots of museums, there are lots of exhibits, there are lots of lectures that you can attend. You have during your degree, you will have access to some of the Cambridge University facilities, and here on campus there are also lots of facilities, like our library I think is very nice to be in. And in general, Cambridge is just known for being a center of different cultures, of education, and you just have lots of opportunities here to learn in or out of the university. And it's also just really nice here, so yeah.
Yeah, I agree. What made it the college for me was the people. The people is great. You get support, not only the students, but also the staff, your lecturers. They 100% want you to succeed, so they're going to be with you every step of the way. And it's great. You create some sort of community here, so it becomes a lasting friendship, and you really feel like you're part of something bigger and something that's going to support you throughout the way. It's a great experience for me.
No.
Yeah?
And they got the RAF museum here as well.
They got the RAF museum. We opened the zoology museum, and yeah, it's a pretty cool one.
That is amazing.
Yeah. Not any other questions here. Shall we wrap up? Yes.
So no questions?
Any other questions,
guys,
guys?
any
Last few
questions?
minutes.
Yeah.
If you have anything else to ask.
That's the time to ask.
If not, I think we can say our goodbyes. If you
Yeah.
have any other questions, feel free to put them on our Facebook page or go to our CRIC webpage. You're going to find all the numbers there. Email us. Anything you need, feel free to contact the college. We're more than happy to speak to you. Everyone is up. If you have any questions, just let us know.
And by WhatsApp as well. We can.
Yeah, we have
can get
WhatsApp
contact.
numbers
there's
as well.
WhatsApp as well. So,
So whatever
definitely.
works for you, we are happy to answer.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Okay.
thank you very
Else,
much.
Thank you for
Thanks.
watching.
Have a great day.
Have a
Bye-bye.
nice day.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.